lesson is about multiplication. Here we will learn about what multiplication is, what is the sign that we use for multiplication, and some of the rules for multiplication that come out of the times tables. So multiplication is nothing more than addition, except we do it lots of times. We'll see what that means, but basically we take the same principles of addition and we do it many times and in the same way. So that's what multiplication is. The other thing is how we do the sign. So remember with addition, the sign was a plus sign, like this. Then we did the minus sign for subtraction. Multiplication is a cross sign. So when you see a cross sign between two numbers, say the numbers are 3 and 4, that means 3 multiplied by 4. That's the way we read that. It says multiplied by 4 or times 4. So sometimes we use the word times. 3 times 4 or 3 multiplied by 4. So here's an example. Remember we were doing boxes when we were doing maths. So we'll use the same idea of boxes to illustrate or to show you how multiplication works. So here we've got 2 boxes, right? Another way of writing 2 boxes is 1 times 2. So basically you're taking 2 boxes and you're taking it 1 time. So this is 1 and 2. So that's 2 boxes taken 1 times. Here you have an example of the same 2 boxes, but we're now taking it 2 times. So the way we write this is 2 times 2. So it's still the same box, 2 boxes, but we're taking it once and we're taking it 2 times. So we get altogether how many? 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes. So 2 times 2 is equal to 4. Just like previously, when we took 2 boxes 1 times, we got 1 times 2 is equal to 2. Now we get 2 times 2 is equal to 4. That's the way we write it. And we can show that by the number of boxes that we get. So we can write the same sum again in a slightly different way. This time we've got 2 boxes, but we've taken it 3 times. So we write that as 3 times 2. And if we want to know what is 3 times 2 equal to, well, all we have to do is to count the boxes. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 3 times 2 is equal to 6. And we can see that we've done that. We've got these 2 boxes. We got it once, twice, and 3 times. So 3 times 2 boxes is equal to 6. We'll do one more example. This time we have the same 2 boxes, but we've taken it 4 times. So just to see, we've taken it once, twice, 3 times, and 4 times. And if we take 2 boxes 4 times, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 boxes altogether. So the way we write that in multiplication terms, we have 4 times 2 is equal to 8. So now we're going to see the full 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, and 10 times table. So this is just another way of showing our 2 times tables. So here we've got the same 2 boxes we had before. So 1, this is the key thing here, 1 times 2, which is the same as just taking 2, is equal to 2. That's this here. Then we got 2 times 2, which is the same as 2 plus 2, is equal to 4. So remember those boxes that we had before? This time I've numbered them for you. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes. That makes up 2 times 2 equal to 4. Then we've got the same 6 boxes now because we've got 3 times 2. So we've taken the same 2 boxes 3 times. So 3 times 2 equals 6. And then 4 times 2 in the same way, that's 2 plus 2, 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. So we're taking 2 boxes 4 times equals 8. And so on. And then you get 5 times 2 equals 10. You get 6 times 2, that's 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, that's 2. Taken 6 times equals 12. You can see that as I'm counting along. I've got 1, so I got 1, I got 2, 3, 4, and so on. Yeah, so you can see that here I've got 6 times 2 is this last one, number 12. and so on. So if I just remove this box now, so now you can see all the numbers. So now I've got 7 times 2, that's taking 2 7 times, is equal to 14. 8 times 2 is 16. 9 times 2 is 18. 10 times 2 is 20. 11 times 2 is 22. And you can see that as you've gone down the numbers, as you're counting down over here, you can see. And then 12 times 2 is 24. So a few interesting things to notice about the 2 times table. So the first thing is that 1 times 2 is always equal to 2. So you'll learn that 1 time any number, 1 times any number at all, whether that's 2, 3, 4, is equal to the same number. So 1 times 1 times 2 is equal to 2. 1 times 3 is equal to 3. 1 times 4 is equal to 4, and so on. 1 times 5 is equal to 5, and so on. So that's one thing to remember. The other thing to remember is that the difference between each number as you go up, so 1 times 2 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4, 3 times 2 is 6, these differences is always the number that you're multiplying. So in this case, we're always multiplying by 2, right? We're always multiplying by this number 2. So the difference is always going to be 2, because we're actually just increasing the number of boxes by 2 each time. So 1 times 2 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4, 3 times 2 is 6, 4 times 2 is 8, but the difference between 6 and 8 is 2, the difference between 8 and 10 is 2, the difference between 10 and 12 is 2, so and so on. So sometimes if you forget what is 6 times 2, for example, if you remember 5 times 2, you know 5 times 2 is 10. If you just add 2 more to it, you'll get 6 times 2. And if you just add 2 more to that, you're going to get 7 times 2. That's an easy way to remember your times tables. Always remember the last one, 12 times 2 is 24. So if you want to work out what is 11 times 2, you just take away, because 11 times 2 is going to be 2 less than 24, and so on. So here we've done the 3 times table. It's same principle as before, same idea. 1 times 3 is equal to 3. In the same way, 2 times 3 now. 2 times 3 is basically taking those same 3 boxes. Remember, we've now got 3 boxes here. We're taking it 2 times, once and twice. So that's taking 3 boxes 2 times is 3 plus 3, which is equal to 6. And in the same way, 3 boxes is 3 times 3, which is the same as 3 plus 3 plus 3, it's equal to 9. And now if I do this one by one, so if I do go 4 times 3, so that's taking 4 boxes, taking 3 boxes 4 times, 1, 2, 3, 4 times. I can count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 4 times 3 is the same as 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 is equal to 12, and so on. So again, the same idea about the differences. So here the difference is 3 between 2 times 3 and 3 times 3, which is 6 and 9. The difference is 3. The difference between 9 and 12 is 3. 12 and 15 is 3. So that's really important. It's a very helpful idea to remember your 3 times tables, or any times table, as long as you remember what is the difference. So notice again that now we keep going. So if you take, for example, 8 times 3, that's really taking 3 boxes 8 times. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which is the same as adding 3. That's 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, and so on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 3 plus 3, 8 times, and that gives us 24. We can simply count these boxes and know that that's 24. And then 9 times 3 is 27, 10 times 3 is 30, 11 times 3 is 33, and 12 times 3 is 36. That's the way we do 3 times table. Here we've got the 4 times table. It's again the same idea, but this time now remember we've got 4 boxes in each row. So you got, this is 1 times 4, this is 1 times 4, this is 2 times 4, this is 3 times 4, and I've only given you the last numbers because that's really what matters. But it's the same, 12, then this would be 13, 14, 15, and 16. So I've not counted every single number just to help you that it's really the last numbers that we're interested in, these last numbers. Okay, so 4 times 4, basically 4 boxes taken 4 times now. 4 times 4 is equal to 16. Notice that this number is the same as this last number here. Okay, so 5 times 4 is 20. And then remember again, we're just adding 4 each time. So this plus 4, 24 plus 4 is 28, plus 4 is 32, and so on. So again, we get this 10 times 4 is 40, 11 times 4 is 44, and 12 times 4 is 48. Now here we've got the 5 times table. It's exactly like all the times tables we've done before, except this time we're going to increase by 5 each time. So 1 times 5, as before, is 5. I've already taught you the trick about the 1 times. 2 times 5 is 10. 3 times 5 is 15. So we're increasing by 5 each time here. So 4 times 5 is 20, and so on. So 10 times 5 is 50. I'm going to go rush down here. 11 times 5 is 55, and 12 times 5 is 60. So notice that in the 5 times table, it's always going to be ending in 5. So 5 or ending in 0, 0 or 5. All the 5 times tables, the answer ends in 0 or 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. That's one way of remembering whether you've got the right answer. And finally, I'm going to teach you the 10 times table because that's actually one of the easiest multiplication tables to learn. So 10 times anything is just the same number except you just add a 0. So here's an example. You've got 10 boxes here in each row. This is for the row number 1. So 1 times 10 is 10, which we already know from our 1 times rule. And then 2 times 10 is 20. 3 times 10 is 30, so that was 2 times, 3 times. 4 times 10 is 40, so you just take the number 4, add a 0, you get 4 times 10, 5 times 10 is 50, 6 times 10 is 60, 7 times 10 is 70, 8 times 10 is 80, 9 times 10 is 90, 10 times 10 is 100, 11 times 10 is 110, and 12 times 10 is 120. So anything times by 10, you just add a 0 and you get the answer. That's the key trick to the 10 times table. So what I've taught you so far, we've done the idea of multiplication using the times, this multiplication sign, this is the times sign. And we've learned the trick of 1 times anything. We know that when we add things together, we're always incrementing this by the times table that we're doing. So 2 times means we're always going to be adding 2 to the previous answer, right? 3 times we're always adding to the previous answers, and so on. And we've done up to 5 times, we've done 4 times table, we've done 5 times table, and we've done the 10 times table. So the next set of exercises, you will be practicing these until you really understand up to 10 times table. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the 10 times table. So good luck with the next set of exercises.